Welcome to the world of Tamour. I could begin our journey with grand tales of nations and their banners, of ancient traditions, or the adventures that await us. But I think there's a better way to take our first steps into this world. To see Tamour through the eyes that are only still scratching the surface of the experience that is life itself. A perspective where everything is new and fresh and beautiful. That is through the eyes of children. To them, the morning light burns brighter, smaller things are bigger, and a puddle is another world itself. And they see wonder in what we call ordinary. They see what's possible in ways we no longer can. So let's believe again in small miracles, in the stories that were told, and the simple magic of being a kid again. Let's see as they do. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Bella,
Oh no.
I have a question for Liora.
Yeah.
When asked of children, the answer seems to always change. So for today specifically, I must ask, this is very important, what's Leora's favorite color?
Liora, her family lives on a silk farm, so she sees a billion colors every day. But today she's specifically very captivated by a goldfish that's been like painted on some white silk. So she's like, I like orange.
Orange, the specific orange of a goldfish. You guys have ponds all throughout your estate. You stare at them all the time.
I puff out my cheeks and go,
And after you saw that color, you searched your father's flower gardens for that perfect color of goldfish. And of course he found it. There's so many varieties here. Finding that color is a fond memory indeed, because you remember grabbing the flowers, squeezing them between your hands. you got your hands covered in orange dye. And you remember when you went inside, your mother was not too happy, but it's just another day at the Silkflight estate.
I'm like holding them behind my back, and I've like wiped my hands all on my like white dress. Like, hey mom.
The memory is just her shaking her head, but that's not the memory where we are now. The memory is you staring up at a bunch of cubbies, and at the top is a bottle of dye that is that perfect orange.
I want that.
You're in your father's workshop. He has asked you to get your favorite color dye, and he's not in the room right now.
I'm looking around the room. Is there anything that's like a stool or chair or box, something I want to stand on? I gotta climb up. I gotta get it.
There is a small stool that your father keeps specifically for you when you guys are doing work together.
I pick it up, and I have to like do a penguin walk over to get it, and I put it down, and I'm gonna start climbing the stool. And when it's not enough, I'm like,
Which it is not.
and I'm gonna grab. Can I reach like the knob of a cabinet door?
Yeah, you can. These are actually like open cubbies too.
Okay, I reach it and I try to like pull myself up, but my feet are like kicking underneath me as I try to like.
you start climbing. You're reaching. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Again. Not one.
First roll of the game, let's go.
Nice. You reach for that orange. You just brush it enough for it to start tipping down, as you do as well. And you start falling off the back of this cubby. But as always, you are caught by your father, walking into the room at just the right time. Oh, whoa, Liora! Oh. He catches you in one arm. He catches the dye in the other. A beautiful color.
Ah!
It's okay, Liora. It's okay. I told you not to climb those things.
I had to get the dye. It was the only way.
Hey, it's okay as long as we have it now. And he sets you down.
Can we do it this color?
Yeah, definitely we can. And as you're looking up at your father, the man standing across from you, he wears an outfit that can only be described as comfortable and very colorful. A scarf of many colors actually wraps around his neck and drapes off his shoulders. You always love when he wears it because of how it drags behind him and you can jump on it. And
Yes.
it kind of chokes on it a
As
little
I'm
bit.
in his arms, I'm like grabbing at the scarf and like putting it around my head, like, I'm a princess.
he laughs at that silly Liora, always doing something silly. And as he sets you down, you look down, and on his feet he wears sandals, which are stained with numerous colors and dyes, and his trousers are like bunched up at the knees for when he needs to step into a vat of dyes or like hop in a puddle. He's always ready.
Dad, your toes are rainbow today.
Oh, yep. I know. I was working hard, as they say, which you are about to as well.
Can you make my toes rainbow?
Yeah, definitely we can. Here, come over. And he brings you over to a part of his workshop where there are these vats of dyes. He pulls up that bench, kind of shaking his head as he picks it up. It's like it's in the wrong spot, and sets it down. And as you climb up onto that stool, can you describe for us what Liora looks like as we see her head pop out from the other side of this table?
Liora has just recently found out she needs glasses. So she doesn't have like a child appropriate pair yet. It's like these huge spectacles. And today I think she has just pigtails. Her mom usually tries to like make her hair straight, but her hair tends to be more wild. So she like hates getting it brushed because it always pulls. So right now it's like pigtails, but like wild at the ends. And she's got just like brown, chocolatey hair, a very pale face with just barely visible freckles. Pale, you can tell she is pale in complexion, but it's like summertime. So she's been outside a lot. And I think she has like a white-ish skirt, but there's like a little apron around it since she's going to be helping Dad in the workshop. And probably like an orange top today because she likes orange today.
Vibes, of course. Yeah. You have this apron. Your dad gets one on as well. And he has to take off his jacket. It's like a forest green, and you can tell it's very well loved by the colorful patches that are like sewn into places it's ripped. You actually helped him repair his chest pocket where he keeps various needles and tools. And he's actually pulling those out to sit on the counters. They're nearby if he needs them.
I did the stitch.
You
I did that
did.
one.
Yes, you did. That stitch is sewn right over his heart so that every time he pulls a tool out, he's reminded of his daughter.
Aw. I also did some of the rips too.
Yeah, that you did. Yep, you identified quite a few that he's asked you to patch up for him. He grabs some tools, some bottles, sets them on the desk, turns to you. All right, dear. Thank you for joining your father this afternoon on such short notice.
I thought you needed some help.
I did.
You can't do it without me.
I did. My job's just so hard. I need you. There's just this very important project that we need to complete for the Silkflight estate. I think you can help me.
I can do it. I'm really good at helping.
Good. Well, I saw my daughter, Liora. You may be familiar with her.
I know that. That's me.
I know. I'm kidding, honey. So I saw that, she was running low on yarn for knitting. And I just thought it was a shame that my daughter would not have the materials she needs to craft what she desires.
What are you making?
He's smiling, barely able to contain his grin, even though he's going this sarcastic, funny angle. I need your help dyeing some yarn.
Yeah.
And this is something you've never done before, so it's very exciting.
I look at the bottles and I'm like, Dad, is this a chemical astringent?
Yes, it is. Where'd you learn that?
I know lots of words. I've been reading.
That you do? Good job, Liora. He pushes the more dangerous dyes just a little farther up the table away from you, but pulls the ones forward that you'll be working with.
We got the boiling.
He has a vat here,
Bubble.
and he like ignites a little burner that ignites, and the water starts warming up. He says, all right, Liora, grab your dye and toss it in. Let's get this the color we need.
I get bottles and the dyes and stuff. I'm like, bubble, bubble, royal, and fubble. That's what witches say.
Yes, it is. You're a little witch.
I'm a witch.
But if any boys call you that, you let me know.
Okay. I only know 2 boys, and it's you and Grandpa.
You go to pour your dye in. Are you very careful about it, or are you like dumping that stuff in there?
This needs a lot of color.
He's like, whoa, that works. That works, honey.
Yay.
He pulls out another bottle. He's like, this is one I really enjoy. You look at it and it's kind of silky and sparkly, and there's almost like glitter in it. You're like, you can't add a lot, but if you add this, your color that you dye will actually shine. It'll sparkle.
Like a goldfish.
Yes, like a goldfish. So you have to be very careful, okay? Don't pour a lot, but I'll let you pour it in. He uncorks the cap and gives it to you very gently.
Okay. Did any more?
No. Oh, okay. Well, that's okay. That's good. But no more. I'll take that.
Okay.
He pulls that out of your little hands. That's it aside. Recorks it, pushes it a little farther away. Now that Liora knows about this, he has to make sure she's not pulling it and using it when she shouldn't.
I'm looking at it still.
And the dyes start to boil as it warms up, and you can see the water burbling and gurgling. All right. You got the yarn I asked you to bring?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So we're gonna tie it up to this string on this hook. Put it here, and we'll lower it in very carefully. Okay.
Bunny. I can't do the knot.
Here, I'll help you.
Okay.
He helps you tie that knot. You're almost there. As he takes it from the top and asks you to grab it as well. He's like, okay, we're gonna lower this in. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. And very slowly, you guys start to lower it in. He says, now we just wait 8 hours.
What? That's like 16 half hours.
I know, but that's why you have me. You hold on to this for a moment. I need my hands. He lets go, and he kind of moves his hand over the surface, casting a very small spell in this water, and you see it kind of gurgles and sparkles, and he says, I'm just speeding this up a little bit, and now, lift it now, Liora. You pull it out, perfectly colored, saturated dye, exactly how you want it to be.
It's a fish.
It's a fish, yes it is. This is beautiful, good job.
Yay.
Now, what do we do after we work on a project?
We say thank you.
Yes, and we clean up.
Don't we have servants for that?
Well, this is why we're gonna fight.
He ignores. He begins to grab the bottles, put them on the shelves. Oh, let me help you with that one, getting the goldfish dye up where it should go. As you guys finish up your little project. He said, all right, there's a little work I have to check in on, but dinner is very soon. If you want to run inside, see Mom, Grandpa's over as well. So
Grandpa's here.
yeah, so I go see them, and I'll be inside really soon.
Okay.
All right.
I'll come back and I'll tell you what we're having for dinner.
All right, perfect. Bye, love you, Laura.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
And you sprint out of this place as we see where your dad's workshop is. On their homestead, there is it's like a farm. A lot of various barns around, flower beds kind of near the main house.
There's a lot of silkworms.
Yes, silkworms. Are they on plants?
They're on plants and they have like nests kind of that they all live in, but I think there is like orchards to help like feed them and also grow dyeing material.
Wonderful. Rows of these homes for these little silkworms extend out far on your property, farther than you can see. And you are in one of the main barns where they receive goods, ship them out, check them for quality and stuff like that. The workshop is a little higher up, so it can kind of oversee the whole area. And there's a little staircase that goes down. And if you run down there, you can head straight out.
Okay. I run down there as fast as my feet will go.
Nice. You run, and as you go, workers for your father see you and recognize you because they see you running around all the time. Like, oh, hi, Liora.
Hi, Michael.
Where are you off to?
I'm gonna find out what dinner is.
Oh,
My
nice.
grandpa's here.
Hopefully it's something good. Bring me a plate if you can.
I told my dad I know 2 boys, but I actually know 3. You're a boy.
Yes, I am. But don't forget, I'm married.
Okay.
Bye, Liora.
Bye.
Nice. And you sprint up to your home. There is a very straight, obvious path to your front door. Is there a different path that you might take?
I think that there is like a path that curves off a little bit and goes kind of more towards the worms in the fields. And I'm like,
I should see how the worms are today. They might want to know what dinner is too.
Of course.
so I'll go a little bit more towards where the worms are.
Wonderful. You approach. There's a home for the little worms. What do you see as you poke your head in close to look at them?
I look close, and it's like it's like someone took like a spider's web and like twirled it on a spool on a stick, but it's like bigger. So I'm always looking at it. I'm like, hi, how are you guys today? Are you getting big? Are you gonna be moths soon?
They can't speak, but
I
you
know that.
you see ones that you're sure are the same ones you've always seen. Little what have you named them?
That is Silkia, and that one is just Mo.
Mo is absolutely mowing down this plant that you're in. He has eaten up this food, and he is getting quite big, quite large.
They're so chunky.
It seems like the little silkworms are doing quite well, and they seem quite excited for what's for dinner.
Soon you're gonna be a chrysalis. Go through metamorphosis.
Ever since you learned that word, you have not been able to stop saying it.
Metamorphosis. Okay, I gotta find what for dinner. Bye.
You sprint home,
Chrysalis.
feeling a little bit of hunger paying at your chest, running through beautiful flower gardens, past a few barns, waving at a few other workers for your father, and you arrive at your front door. The home is up on a hill. It has a little bit of a balcony in the back that can kind of overlook a lot of the homestead, like a big window up in front of that as well. But you're coming around the front of the house where it kind of meets the road, and you open the door and enter.
Mom.
Yes, dear, in the family room.
But what's? I forgot. Oh, what's dinner?
Are you running into the room?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're having potatoes and mash, and whoa, Liora, you're tracking mud everywhere.
I'm sorry.
Just take your shoes off at the door.
Okay. Kick my shoes off. Like, is there like a towel or something?
Yes, there's a towel. There's an entryway.
I just take it and just like my whole self. I'm like, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll refresh the towels after dinner, I guess. Oh my gosh, it looks like you've rolled in a vat of dye. What's on your clothes?
Dye.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
I was helping Dad in the workshop.
Oh, yes, of course you were. What'd you make?
Made yarn. Made it like a orange goldfish.
Oh, let me see.
Oh,
Is it still wet?
I imagine it has to be because it has to dry.
She goes to grab it, sees it's wet, and kind of reels back. Doesn't want to get the dye on her hands.
My hands are soaked.
Yep, they are. And she says, "Wow, I like the sparkles. Doesn't quite match your eyes, but I'm sure we can find something it matches with."
Oh, okay. I'll go put it in my room.
What's going through Leora's mind as she sprinted in, screaming her mom's name, ready for her mother's approval at this beautiful yarn she made, to only be received with the way she acted?
Liora, I think, is a lot more reserved around her mother than she is most people in the world. Because I think Liora always feels like her mom is yelling at her for something. She doesn't know why. Yeah, she's dirty and she's like loud and stuff, but I don't know why that's bad. But my mom. And I love her, and I'm gonna do what she asks me. I don't know why she's disappointed, but I'm gonna go get cleaned up and try to be better.
She's the adult. She's in charge. Maybe one day you can live up to those expectations.
Yeah.
And as you turn to run up to your room, you actually see laying on the couch, and that's why you kind of missed him, is your grandpa. A newspaper kind of over his face that's like rising and falling as he breathes in and out.
I'm gonna put the yarn on my head. I'm gonna stalk over to my grandpa, and I'm gonna go like right up to his face and wait for him to notice me and go like, Grandpa.
he shouts, "Whoa, Liora. Liora, how are you?"
I'm Goldfish Monster.
Oh, I see that. Very sparkly. I love it. That's a beautiful color.
What are you reading?
Oh, yeah, I'm reading up on the news. He turns it to you. See all these amazing things happening.
What's the news?
Various things. The Silkflight estate is getting some business with a mercantile company that ships across the sea. So soon we're going to expand past the continent we're on now. It's pretty fun when it's pretty cool when your family makes the front cover and you're sleeping. All right, where's your father?
He's in the workshop.
Well, has 15 minutes till dinner.
Yay! What is dinner? I forgot.
Fenra, what's for dinner? And she says, potatoes and mash. I just told Liora as she's kind of busy working on some ledgers and some papers and stuff she's working on.
I forgot.
That's okay, Liora. That people forget things sometimes. And he sort of like squeezes your shoulder.
I'm gonna remember things all the time now. I'll never forget again.
I have a feeling that your mom's gonna want you to change for dinner. So just
Okay.
just run upstairs and change real quick.
Okay, I gotta put my yarn away too.
Okay,
Get
sounds
it off
good.
my head. My hair's orange now.
Yeah, you don't want to lose that. Yep.
Yeah.
See you soon. All right.
Bye.
he gives you a little squeeze, a little bit of a hug before you run off. You run upstairs. Is there anything you do in your room before coming down for dinner?
I look in the mirror for a little bit, and I look at my eyes, and they're like a bright blue. I'm like, And I look at my closet, and I pick a blue outfit out from there, and I put that on and try to brush my hair. That's good.
Trying to seek your mother's approval in that way. As you come downstairs, she actually does kind of look over, kind of see you in the blue dress, and gives a little bit of a smirk, a smile.
I curtsy.
Did you clean the dye out of your hair?
Her face looks up to the hair, does a little bit of a turns and continues getting dinner ready. She's serving it out. Your father walks in. Gramps walks up to the table as you all sit down to eat. And you begin to enjoy the food. Liora,
Huh?
manners. Very good. Good job. She kind of nods approvingly, kind of straightens up with her perfect manners as is cutting very small pieces of meat and looks up at Jeremiah, your father. And Jeremiah is sawing off big chunks of meat, throwing it into his mouth. And
I see them like,
Fenrir looks at him. Jeremiah, you too, manners.
Dad manners.
Gramps kind of rolls his eyes. Jeremiah does as well and begins to make conversation with Fenrir. Fenrir, did you see the yarn that Liora made?
I showed it to her.
Good. What'd you think, Fenrir? Oh, it was nice, good sparkles. Didn't match any of her outfits. We'll have to buy her something to match them, but it's okay. Well, and he kind of looks at Fenrir like they've had a conversation before about how she responds about things. He says, Fenrir, don't dim her spark. Okay, and there's like an awkward tenseness for a moment, and Gramps breaks it with, "Hey, yeah, so I heard that you'll be giving a tour soon." And Fenrir's like, "Oh, yeah, that reminds me, Jeremiah, you're giving a tour next Saturday."
Who's touring?
A few children, younglings.
We go with children. There's gonna be kids.
Yeah, they're you asked the question, but she starts explaining to Jeremiah because he's the one that needs to know the information. Yeah, a local orphanage, Emberwood Orphanage, I believe is what it was called. Some people sponsored them to come down from Brackmore and see the estate.
Mom, the orphans all come, can I talk to them?
She wants to say no in her mind, but then she thinks if Liora is with these group of kids that is being moderated, then I don't have to worry about her.
Pawn me off.
So she's like, yeah, of course, Liora. And Jeremiah's like, yeah, it'll be great fun. Should be fun, right, Liora?
Yeah, that sounds like really fun.
And he gives you a fist bump.
Daddy, what's an orphan?
Silverware stops. Griff's like, well, maybe you can ask them when you see them.
Oh my gosh.
And you guys enjoy a wonderful meal. We change scenes to a few days later.
I'm in pink today.
You are. You wore it all day, a beautiful color. But tonight, as you get into your pink jammies, it is actually pretty scary outside. Lightning and thunder scream across the sky over the Silkflight estate. Liora, rain is pounding violently at your window. Wind is howling all around your home, slamming the shutters against the wall and battering anything that isn't tied down. Amidst this storm, how is Liora trying to sleep?
Liora has this strategy for when it's scary where she puts the covers all around her and tries to be in a cocoon because she knows that the silkworms, when they go in a cocoon, nothing can hurt them while they're in their metamorphosis. So she's gonna go in her cocoon and she's trying really hard, but she keeps imagining like every bang is something. And at one particularly loud one, she goes, ah! And she falls out of bed. And that moment she's like, I want my dad.
And you say that maybe starting to form a little bit of a tear because you know that like right now he's on a business trip. Mm-hmm. Normally you might go into his room, hop in bed and snuggle up with your parents, with Jeremiah, but he's not home right now. But at the thought of comfort, your dog actually comes into the room.
Dog?
Yeah. It was the door was cracked open a little bit and he sniffs and walks into the room. Can you tell me what type of dog he is or maybe what his name is?
Oh my gosh. So this is I think he's young right now, but he lumbers in like he's ages old. And this is a big, like, Saint Bernard dog named Rufus. And Rufus comes in. He's got a silk handkerchief on. And he just, everywhere he goes, it feels like there's like music following him that's just like. And he's just sounding goes, boof, boof.
I love it. At the thought of needing that comfort, Rufus, a name that your mother didn't want, but Jeremiah let you have.
Because he roofs.
Yeah. Lumbers into the room and he kind of sniffs at the edge of the bed, looking for his best friend Liora.
Rufus, I'm on the ground.
He kind of sniffs at you, does a big up your face, covered in slobber. And he kind of looks at you. He puts his big paw up on the bed and climbs up into it.
Wait, that's my bed.
Climbs up in, does a little spin, plumps down, and then just a little.
Rufus, I don't have. I like stand up out of my chrysalis. I'm like, Rufus, that's my bed.
Woof. And he slams his paw down like he's trying to invite you.
Okay. I like get on and I'm like curled in a ball. I'm like, this is all the room I have, Rufus. Are you scared of the storm too?
Roof.
That's what you always say.
He kind of nuzzles up, and his warmth is, he didn't want him up here, but it's comforting.
Go. Okay. You can stay. 'Cause I don't want you to be scared.
After a few minutes, you feel Rufus begin to fall asleep, feeling the rhythm around you, the rise and fall of the dog's body breathing. The shower of rain begins to feel almost like white noise to your senses.
I have my arms around Rufus and I'm a little bit on top of him. I'm at that gangly stage of childhood where I'm getting like taller. I still am lifted up every time he breathes. But it's very relaxing and my eyes are drifting close.
And you fall asleep. And maybe you've been asleep for a few hours, maybe it's a few minutes, but you feel a new sensation. Amidst all the showering of rain, the rhythm of breathing, a new sensation, a warm breeze, even though it's a cold night. This warm breeze is brushing up against your face. It smells like oak, maybe pine. It's repeating like a breath.
Rufus, you're breathing on me.
As you kind of whisper that out, gaining a little bit of consciousness in this moment, you feel that Rufus' position of his head is already casting a little bit of a warm wind on your back. And you know his breath doesn't smell like this, like oak and pine. Do you open your eyes?
I think I do.
You open your eyes just faintly, a little bit of a blur as you kind of try to focus, and it stops. You don't feel the sensation anymore, but a chill sort of goes over you as you feel like you're not alone.
Hello?
In your chrysalis all cocooned around your little head, you're looking in this room, and you see that your door is still cracked open from when the dog came in. And you see two eyes watching you. Under a cloak of night, you see its breath as it breathes out, like crystallizing in the air. And it's watching.
I think Liora has that. She's not a fight, she's not a flight, she's a freeze when she's scared. So all she does is stare open-eyed. She wants to wake up Rufus or yell, but she just can't. And she just stares at the eyes in the doorway.
And it's one of those weird things where maybe you're dreaming, maybe the shadows are casting in a certain way to where this is your imagination. You hope it is. And it watches you for so long you begin to think it is. And then you literally see it turn and leave. Immediately, very abruptly, Rufus begins to freak out. He starts barking. He kind of gets up, looking around. Rufus is barking, but he doesn't turn to the door like you might expect him to. He actually looks outside at the window, and you notice there's this warm glow of oil lamps casting through your curtains onto your wall.
Seeing that, I am I think the warmth, the glow, gives me enough courage for a moment to stop wailing and go look and see what the light is.
You creep to the window still, which is right up along your bed. You don't have to get out of bed to see. You gain that courage. You move the curtains aside. You see a carriage empty, some oil lamps swinging in the loud, aggressive storm. And it's that moment when you turn your back away from the door, when you hear a loud voice coming from the door. It's Gramps knocking on Fenra's door. Fenra, wake up! Fenra, wake up! And you hear Fenra. What's wrong? You need to come downstairs now, Fenra. Okay, come downstairs. You hear their door opening and then begin to start going down the stairs.
The carriage that I'm seeing, is it familiar at all?
It does not look familiar, actually. A lot of the like Silkflight, maybe transportation vehicles, they have embossments and things you would recognize it, but you don't recognize this.
I like creep quietly to the door. I'm like, Rufus, come here. You should come with me. I don't want you to be scared.
He's very wound up. He also hears Gramps outside, and he hops down. He pushes out through the door, and as they're like kind of going down the stairs, Gramps kind of glances back and sees Rufus and you like hiding up under your blankets, wide-eyed looking out. Liora, stay in your room for a moment, okay? We have visitors. I'll bring you down soon. Just stay upstairs, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And he continues following Fenrir down the stairs.
I'm gonna grab Rufus's fur, and when I hear Gramps gone enough, I'm gonna go at least to the top of the stairs because I want to hear. I'm very curious.
You go to the top of the stairs. You can hear the shuffling of people in the room. It's not just Gramps and Fenra.
I put on my listening ears.
And you listen amidst the storm, and you hear voices. One that you don't recognize. Julian. And you realize that's the first time you've heard your Gramps' real name.
Oh, Gramps.
But in this moment, that's not really what's important. As it says, Julian, I'm sorry, it's Jeremiah. Fenra. By the gods, what happened? Is he okay? And Gramps says, Fenra, you may want to sit down for a moment. No, tell me what happened. Where is he? He should have been back by this evening. I should have known. By the gods. You hear your mom beginning to break apart. And before you can hear more words, lightning, boom, crashes. You begin to not be able to hear what's happening outside.
Rufus.
Ransacked. His cart. We found it ransacked. Lightning, boom, explodes. Dead. Robbed and dead.
Rufus, shush.
Dead. Liora. You heard the words you did not want to hear. Dead, gone, he was killed.
Oh. Liora just like sinks to the ground and her blanket falls from around her and she's just sits there next to Rufus, frozen again. Daddy's? Huh?
Rufus stays beside you. He actually quiets a little bit and realizing his owner needs comfort, and he nuzzles up to you, gives you a little lick on the side of your ear. And the men are still talking, but you can't comprehend even what they're talking about anymore, because all you hear is the storm, your mother's crying, the breathing of the dog beside you, and that's it. Your father is dead.
At some point, tears start falling down her face, but she doesn't make any noise. She doesn't want to get in trouble. And at some point, she like falls asleep and is having nightmares about carts and being robbed and storms and fires and ransacked.
And you see your father's face in these memories as well, thinking of him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ask you, because I don't think we said, what does his face look like?
He has a pair of glasses, kind of like mine, but smaller. And he has kind of a big nose. I've always made jokes about it. And brown hair like mine. And he has always kind of a scruffy stubble on his face. And he doesn't have any of that anymore. He's gone.
He is gone. And we're gonna step away from this moment.
What's an orphan?
No one knows.
What's an orphan? You's an orphan.
You're not an
No,
orphan
you're only
yet.
half an orphan.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have full orphan privileges.
Exactly.
Yeah. Some of us don't have any parents.
Oh, sorry. Let's hear your traumatic backstory. I'm 7.
I'm safe. Safe.
I'm sorry.
Those numbers are forbidden at the table.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry.